Take notes, Wardens, with Warden Line Express broadcast. Ever heard the saying, a dug-in warden is a happy warden? It's true. When the bullets start flying, make sure you're in a trench, behind cover, or comfortably nestled in a bunker, with a clear line of sight on the poor colonial sods, out slaughtered in the open. And if you find yourself out in the wild, make like a warden and dig fast. A shovel can be just as important as a rifle, especially when you're 2 seconds from being spotted by a tank crew who really likes their job. Stay low, stay alive, and keep fighting. Take notes, Wardens, with Warden Line Express broadcast. Got a truck full of supplies? Don't just leave it parked behind the base like it's a Sunday picnic. The Frontline isn't going to supply itself, and a well-fed, well-armed soldier is a victorious soldier. Make sure you're delivering those precious resources to where they're needed most. One crucial tip, never take materials from Frontline bases. Instead, always draw your resources from depots, seaports, and supply crates further back. Your comrades will thank you. Remember, an empty truck is a happy truck, unless you've accidentally parked it in artillery range. Keep those supplies moving, keep our bases stocked, and keep the Colonials off balance. They'll be too busy dodging our strikes to see what's coming next. Take notes, Wardens, with Warden Line Express broadcast. Let's talk about the 3 most important things in war. Strategy, supply lines, and, of course, not having to march halfway across the map just to get shot. The line between disorder and order lies in logistics, and what better way to stay organized than with spawn points close to the front? The less time you spend hoofing it to the battle, the more time you can spend actually fighting it, or hopping on the Warden Line Express. Remember, every life costs a shirt, and we are not in the business of wasting either. Let the medics do their job too. Commend them, because they're the ones keeping your shirt from ending up in a pile at the base. Stay alive, stay close, and strike smart, Wardens. Victory is within our grasp, but it's going to take every one of us to get there in one piece. We all know that the real danger isn't just the Colonials, it's the roads. Yes, the enemy might be out there waiting, but nothing ruins your day faster than getting pancaked by a friendly tank or flattered by a logistic truck. We've seen it time and time again. Brave foot soldiers full of courage and valor charging ahead only to find themselves flattened. But fear not, for there is a solution. Step 1, avoid the roads. Step 2, if you must walk near a road, do it with your eyes open and your head on a swivel. Better yet, why not grab a bicycle? They're quick, they're fun, and best of all, they're much less likely to flatten you. Every time you take to the road without looking, you're risking more than your life. You're risking the progress of our great campaign. Together, we march toward victory, not under the wheels of our own vehicles. Take notes, Wardens, with Warden Line Express broadcast. Teamwork is the backbone of our victory. When laying down defenses, always coordinate with your squad. A well-placed bunker, a trench, or a fortified gun nest can be the difference between holding the line and a full retreat. And if the Colonials start pushing, don't panic. Just fall back to the defense line, regroup, and hit them harder. Stay strong. Stay united. This war is ours to win. War is messy, and the Osprey is here to make it messier. For them, not us. The Osprey launches grenades, not compliments. Make every grenade count on impact after this training video. It's all child's play when you know how, where, and what to strike next. Let's begin with the tactical options. Her strength is shooting grenades more far than you can throw one. Use the Osprey for clearing trenches before storming, neutralizing, and push back tank crews or fire suppression of enemy positions. The Colonials think they are safe, and they are wrong. The Osprey is here to teach them the meaning of nowhere to hide on our land. Equipping the Osprey is child's play. Just a left click from your backpack inventory, and you're ready to cause some Colonial chaos. Alongside your standard gear as a model assault grenadier, don't forget the essentials. Gas mask, filters, radio, bandages, and of course 4 grenades. Whether to use gas or standard grenades depends on the situation, the terrain, and whether the supply depot actually has any left in stock. Remember, Wardens, strategy is key, but availability is king. Speaking of availability, wastefulness isn't a luxury we can afford. Think your gear magically appears at the front? Think again. Osprey starts with components and scrap hauled to a refinery. Then, our overworked logisticians shuttle B-mats and refined materials to a factory where the Ospreys are painstakingly crafted. Your gear's journey starts with farming, not miracles. Finally, the crates of Osprey's grenades and other equipment are delivered by logisticians who probably haven't slept in weeks. If that sounds exhausting, it's because it is. So next time you miss a trench and hit a tree, maybe think about the logistics chain you just insulted. But after this video, you won't miss any trench again. Theory without practice is just a pie without filling. Lucky for you, practice is coming. After every shot, duck into cover to reload. You can't fire back if you're full of holes, and if you run out of grenades, head back to base or check the backpack of the dearly departed. Here's your final crash course before heading back to the front. Point 1. Don't waste the Osprey on lone targets or when you are on your own, unless it helps your squad advance. Focus on helping your team, or the Colonials will still be laughing in Siva when we are not. Point 2. Test the Osprey with 2 grenades first. Fire too early and your friendly fire will become a friendly funeral. Point 3. Never move alone. A grenadier is strongest with their squad. Cut paths, cover advances, and leave the lone wolf stunts for the movies. A lone grenadier isn't scary, it's just a target. But a squad with an Osprey, that's how you make history. And now back to the front. Warden Line Express salutes you until next time. A new day dawns for us Wardens, and how beautiful it could have been without the invaders. The Colonials certainly know how to ruin our day, but we know how, with your help, to catapult this plague out of our beloved land of Siva. The simplest and most crucial task is producing basic materials and shirts, for which we need scrap and a truck. First, we will get one from a warehouse or a seaport. From the public stockpile, we'll take a done transport truck and refuel it before we set off. There is diesel and petrol. Don't confuse them. Fortunately, in this case, we're lucky enough to have plenty of diesel left in the tank. So we hook up the hose and then head to the scrap field. If you get lost a few times at first, don't worry. It's always an opportunity to learn and familiarize yourself with the map. As the war progresses, new mining opportunities open up day by day. Using a hammer takes longer, a sledgehammer is faster, or team up with other comrades, and with a harvester, you'll feel like you've been transported to another universe. Why all this effort? Ever seen an undersupplied frontline base? Neither have I. They tend to get overrun quickly. After everything is neatly loaded into your done transport, it's time for a drive to the refinery. You're at the beginning of the supply line, and what you do here will determine life or death. The refinery is a magical place where simple scrap becomes the backbone of our war machine. This isn't just crafting, this is creation. Your collected scrap is turned into basic materials, the most valuable resource in the war. This will take some time. You might think you're just a small cog in the war machine, but let me tell you, every cog turns the gears, and without you, nothing moves. Whether you're gathering scrap, producing goods, supplying bases, or fighting on the front line, every little contribution is vital. The Wardens are strong because we are strong together. You're not just a soldier. With your tireless effort, you're the reason we will win. Now comes the final stage of your mission. We load the precious basic materials into our truck and head to the factory. It's here that all the hard work becomes the equipment our brave troops at the front constantly need. Without shirts, no comrades can be reborn at our bases. But don't worry. With the push of a button, you can equip our troops so well that the Colonials will wish they had someone as diligent as you. Now quickly load those 4 crates of soldier gear and don't forget the radios. Who do those even belong to? At the seaport or warehouse, you can either donate them to the public stockpile or store them privately for yourself and your regiment. And with that, a fine day comes to an end with your first lesson. Warden Line Express signing off until next time.